Coming up on Oregon News, the encampment on campus continues. What students have to say, and President Carl Schultz has released another statement. And if you're walking around campus, have you ever wondered where the bells come from? Reporter Joe LaLiberte learned the bells might not be what you're thinking. And don't forget Mom this weekend. Reporter Monica Hobbs tells us how local florists are preparing for a spike in sales this weekend for Mother's Day. Hello and welcome to the Oregon News Studio. I'm Caleb Garcia.
And I'm Caleb McLeod. Oregon News starts now. With students at the University of Oregon continuing their tenured encampment, there is still a lot of uncertainty regarding how things will play out. I was out earlier in the field today getting an update. Day 13 of the encampment at the University of Oregon is underway, and students participating in the protests continue to show their support for Palestine.
Using the presence of students and community members at the street fair to our advantage in terms of like sending people out to go flyer or go chalk on the ground. Like, we're making it known that we're here.
The encampment has gathered over 100 tents, and with the ASUO street fair underway, it has given protesters the opportunity to spread awareness to those passing by.
A lot of new people have come, and it was a part of the plan to reach the wider, like a student body in terms of like getting them involved with Palestine action on campus. There's probably well over 100 tents set up, and minimum 1 or 2 people in each tent. And we have a bunch of people that are really passionate and that live here. So it's been going well.
Throughout the day, passerby often hear chants and see protesters gathered in support for Palestine, while continuing to ask the university to divest. While ongoing negotiations with the university continues, protesters will remain encamped for the foreseeable future. With Oregon News, I'm Caleb McLeod. In an email sent just on Tuesday to the University of Oregon community, President Carl Schultz addressed the ongoing student protests, emphasizing that the unauthorized tent encampment is in violation of university rules. President Schultz listed 3 main concerns about the encampment. The first, it is violating university rules designed for health and well-being of students. The second being that it is a drain of scarce resources. And lastly, the worry of outside groups getting involved and things turning violent. Schultz emphasized the university's efforts to engage in dialogue with the encampment organizers. Despite these efforts, the encampment remains in place, prompting the administration to initiate the student conduct process. President Schultz reaffirmed the university's commitment to academic freedom, creative expression, and peaceful assembly, but stressed the need to abide by established policies for campus safety. He encouraged peaceful expression with the balance of university rules and promised further updates on this developing situation.
Meanwhile, across the U.S., over 2,000 people have been arrested during pro-Palestinian protests on college campuses. Police are utilizing riot gear and tactical measures to disperse encampments. Incidents included an accidental discharge of a police officer's gun inside Columbia University's administration building while clearing protesters. Early Thursday, officers surged against a crowd of demonstrators at the University of California. They took at least 200 protesters into custody after hundreds defied orders to leave. The demonstrations are calling for the university to stop doing business with Israel or companies that support the war in Gaza. Summer is just around the corner. No clouds, blue skies, and people are out soaking up the sun. Perfect time for street vendors to attract college students. Isabella was out in the field looking at what the street fair has to offer.
Appreciation to the mother figures in our lives. The Lane County Farmers Market is preparing for the busy weekend ahead as people flood the market in hopes of finding the perfect gift. Here's Monica Hobbs with more on the national holiday.
With Mother's Day on Sunday, the Lane County Farmers Market is anticipating the large crowds, gift searchers, and family outings.
We have a lot of people who are coming to buy flowers or like bouquets for their moms. And I feel like the more hectic it is and the busier it is, the more fulfilling it feels for me.
The market vendors sell an array of potential gifts. Sarah Sears is the owner and grower of the Plucky flower. This will be her first year selling on Mother's Day after pursuing her garden passion and healing journey 2 years ago.
Definitely have grown a little bit extra this year in anticipation for Mother's Day. The thoughtful, acts that people take to honor their moms is always special, especially with flowers. That kind of seems to be the tradition.
Mother figures come in all shapes and sizes, not one the same from the other. Yet we all want to share our love on this special day, and how we choose to spend it is even more unique.
We have a tradition every Mother's Day. We go to this waterfall. The whole family goes, we bring the dogs, and it's just a quiet, peaceful moment that we all get to share together.
My mom just recently moved to Salem, so this is actually going to be my first Mother's Day that she'll be in the same state as me in a couple of years, which is exciting. But yeah, it's a great opportunity to show my appreciation for this person who has done a really great job at raising me.
Monica Hobbs, Oregon News.
Next, some news about the U.S. and their involvement in the ongoing Israel and Gaza war conflicts. Tensions are steadily rising in Israel. This next story is one you won't want to miss. The U.S. halts a shipment to Israel. Caleb Garcia will have us covered. Stay tuned. Oregon News will return after a short break.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait. What? I can't drive. Why? I'm high. Oh.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
Yo, camping buddy.
Boom.
Okay, you guys ready?
Dude, I thought you were driving.
I thought you were driving.
Oh, I never said I was driving. I definitely can't drive.
Okay.
If you're high, just don't drive. It's illegal everywhere. If you feel different, you drive different.
I'm an actor in an ad that was given 12 seconds to remind you that if you're high, just don't drive. Because if you feel different, you drive different. It's illegal to drive high everywhere anyway.
The U.S. is halting a shipment of 2,000-pound bombs to Israel ahead of a possible attack of the southern Gaza city of Rafah. This decision was driven by concerns over civilian casualties, with more than 1 million refugees sheltering in Rafah. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin emphasizes the need for similar, more precise weapons in densely populated areas like Rafah. The pause in bomb deliveries reflect ongoing review of security assistance amid escalating tensions.
In southern Brazil, devastating floods have claimed over 100 lives and left 128 missing. More than 230,000 people have been displaced, with entire communities isolated by floodwaters. Despite warnings, some residents refuse to evacuate, while others return to risky conditions. Aerial views of Eldorado do Sul show hundreds of homes immersed, with only rooftops visible. Governor Eduardo Leite orders caution with new storms predicted. Meteorologists warn of hail and gusts up to 100 kilometers per hour. Estimated damages approach $1 billion, prompting federal intervention. Severe storms have torn through parts of Ohio and Michigan, unleashing a series of destructive tornadoes. In Ohio, at least 8 tornadoes have been confirmed, while Michigan has experienced 3 confirmed tornadoes. The impact has been significant, with reports of widespread damage, including the destruction of a FedEx facility and numerous homes in Michigan's Portage area. Governor Gretchen Whitmer has responded by declaring a state of emergency for 4 affected counties, highlighting the severity of the situation. Thousands are currently without power as cleanup and recovery efforts intensify.
In Portland, the City Council has approved Mayor Ted Wheeler's revised public camping ordinance, allowing fines up to $100 and up to 7 days in jail for unhoused individuals who refuse access to reasonable shelter. This emergency measure is going into effect immediately. It mandates city outreach teams to use a new app to track available shelter spaces during engagements. Mayor Wheeler emphasizes increased shelter capacity, including over 300 new beds with enforcement targeting camps posing health and safety risks. Commissioner Carmen Rubio's amendment ensures transparency by requiring police to report arrest demographics quarterly. The ordinance aims to address homelessness while balancing public safety concerns in Portland. Disneyland is expanding, and this past Tuesday, Anaheim City Council unanimously approved a proposal for the Disneyland Forward project. The plan will launch into effect in early June, and the new approval includes a whopping $1.9 billion in planned renovations. In Disneyland's biggest renovation in 30 years, the massive revamp will include a reconfiguration of 57 acres of unused land and parking space. This expansion is the first part of something much larger that Disney has in the works. The Disneyland Forward plan is a mere sliver of Disney's 10-year, $60 billion investment plan in parks and experiences.
A new barber in town seeks a second chance and a new path to redemption after a tumultuous past in the city of Eugene. Our reporter Fahim Khan learns about the story of this local barber. Up next, after the break.
Hey, boss. Okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
You sure?
I said I'm fine.
Since I was little, it was only like me and my parents.
You think you created family out of characters?
Yeah, of course.
I'm gonna take that, make it into a song.
Me the babe, see you in the morning with the frosted Superman, but it wasn't on it, and we lost it. In my head, in my head, in my head. Where you at on the way out? In my head, in my head, in my head.
Hey, son.
Hey, Pop.
You can talk to me.
It's been really, really hard for me.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
I surrender.
All right, pal. Get ready for the day, buddy.
Hey, Dad. Hey, Dad. Do we have a gun?
What's that?
Do we have a gun?
A barber opened up his very own business in Eugene. As a 24-year-old, he is one of the youngest business owners in the city. Fahim Khan talks with him about his journey and his plans for the future.
From a troubled past to a fresh start, or rather, a fresh cut, a local barber is planning to turn his life around. Jesse Bravo is 24 years old. After cutting hair on and off for about 7 years, his dream finally came true last November when he opened his very own barbershop on the corner of 17th and Pearl.
It's like 24/7, it feels like, because if I'm not cutting hair all day, then I might be working on the shop at night. Yeah.
Oh, he's working on the shop all right. In fact, Bravo has plans to renovate this location all by himself. After a change of clothes, he takes the old and dusty stair carpet out by hand with plans to lay new wood on each step.
Maybe it does come off from one of these. Like, I didn't have a whole lot of money when I opened it. It was just kind of like, all right, we got what we need. You know, let's get out here and just do it, you know?
As much as Bravo may be concerned with the customer's perception of the shop, he says he also wants to make it a nice environment for his employees.
People can have a really comfortable work environment here in the future, you know? There's a lot of people going to cosmetology and they need a place to work eventually. I have a lot of high expectations, you know? Even when I feel like this is where I want to go, I mean, I take it up to here, you know? So I don't know. I just feel like I do have a lot of ambition and I'm still young and I have a lot of potential.
Bravo is quite optimistic about his future and does not shy away from his recent criminal past. In 2021, he was arrested after crashing into a car and leading the Eugene Police Department in a high-speed chase. He ended up serving time at the Lane County Jail after receiving his third DUI in just 5 months.
I ran myself in such a big hole, I feel like, and everybody thought it was over. But I'm still here, you know? And I don't mind talking about it too much because there's some people there that are down there and they think that the best thing to do probably is just die, you know? But it's really not the case. I mean, things can change like that, dude. You know, but you gotta be consistent. You can't just give up because nobody's gonna do the work for you.
But we can't just end on that note, right? I mean, after all, even a reporter could use a cut. Yeah, no, you're good.
But no.
No, yeah. Do your thing. Me to kill the vibes. He cut my hair with great precision and checked in often to ensure a desired outcome. Then, before I knew it,
close your eyes.
I was getting doused in cologne and my spa day was coming to an end. But Bravo has a fighting spirit indeed.
Either like survive or you don't, dude, and I'm not trying to get left behind, dude, you know? I mean, I help other people, but at the end of the day, I'm not gonna get left behind. I'm gonna, you know, I'm a survivor, you know? That's it. Basically, at the end of the day, I'm gonna do whatever it takes, you know? Yeah.
Outside of 541 Fades off of Pearl and 17th, I'm Fahim Khan, and you're watching Oregon News.
Coming up next, some previews for upcoming games for Oregon baseball and softball, in addition to a story about a unique sports tournament in Eugene. Michael Gonzalez will tell you more about Eugene's recent cornhole tournament. Don't go anywhere. Oregon News will return after this short message.
Bring it.
Guys, I'm late to dinner. My mom's gonna kill me. Catch you guys later.
Mom wants us home. Okay. Bye, guys.
You guys need a ride?
Sure. Yeah. All right. How about some one-on-one?
I gotta go eat, man. Sorry, I'll see you later.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. Remember the best planned 90 minutes of your life? Or that surprise party for your parents' golden anniversary? You get the golden planning. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
Get your head out of the cloud. Talk to your kid about vaping. Visit talkaboutvaping.org.
The weather is trending up in Eugene, and it is a perfect time to dive into some news about baseball, a historic softball season, and the final Pac-12 track and field championship, and some cornhole. But first, the University of Oregon baseball team is wrapping up their season with 6 games left to play. The Oregon Ducks will travel to Washington for their final 2 series of the regular season. They will play both the Washington Huskies and the Washington State Cougars. The Huskies and Cougars join the UCLA Bruins as the only teams in the Pac-12 with single-digit conference wins. The Ducks are coming off a loss to USC Trojans, but secured the series, winning 2 of the 3 games. The next 2 series are crucial for the Ducks and their Pac-12 tournament rankings. Entering the weekend, the Ducks sit in 4th place behind Arizona, Utah, and Oregon State. The Ducks can jump up to first with stellar play and fortune on their side. Yet, the key to winning the final 2 series is all about the basics.
Old cliche, take it one day at a time, one game at a time, one practice at a time, and, invest everything into each day that you have, from a rest to everything that you can think of standpoint to where, we can be operating at the highest level we can play at.
The Pac-12 tournament begins May 21st and runs through the 25th. The Linfield University Wildcats completed a feat that only one other team in the history of college softball has done. Linfield's Linsanity run resulted in a 40-0 regular season record. They swept the doubleheader on Tuesday night against Willamette University to complete the feat. The Division III Wildcats finished atop the rankings in Northwest Conference play and, in doing so, also become the first Northwestern Conference program in history to stay unbeaten through the regular season since the league moved to a 28-game format. According to the National Fast Pitch Coaches Association staff, Linfield joins Tufts University softball team as the only 2 teams to have posted an undefeated regular season. Tufts went on to win the Division III national title that year with an astonishing 51-0 record. The Linsanity run continues for the Wildcats as they are set to host the Northwest Conference tournament starting Friday. Their first opponent will be, in typical Hollywood movie drama, the Willamette Bearcats, whom they defeated to keep their flawless record. Well, the final Pac-12 Track and Field Championship is happening May 10th through May 12th in Boulder, Colorado. It will be one of the last sports that the Pac-12 will be represented in. The reigning men and women champions, held by Washington and Oregon, look to repeat as champs before their move to their future conferences, the Big 12 and the Big 10. The 2023 championship for the Huskies was the first ever in program history, while the Oregon women are looking for a three-peat. The sport has been dominated by the Ducks in recent years. The Oregon men had won the Pac-12 an absurd 15 straight times since 2007, and the women had won 9 straight from 2009 to 2017. USC dethroned the women Ducks in 2018 and went on to three-peat themselves before the Ducks regained the chip. Events start at 11 a.m. on all 3 days. Game of Thrones fans might want to stay away from IMG Financial Group's Cornhole Tournament. The tournament, called Game of Thrones, is a play on words of the hit TV series title, but it's more than just a competition. It is a gathering to fundraise for the local community. On Thursday, IMA Financial Group held its second annual Game of Thrones fundraising event at the Civic Park Kids Sports Fieldhouse. Attendees enjoyed a competitive cornhole tournament accompanied with some food and music.
The turnout is more than last year, and we hope it gets even bigger for years to come. I participated last year, and I did okay, but this year I'm just here to volunteer.
Although all fun and games, the donations and other contributions will help local nonprofits create opportunities for the youth and make a difference in the community.
We work with a few charities both here in Lane County and in Portland area. Some of those charities being this facility here, Kids Sports.
The top 3 teams win a trophy like this that say Game of Thrones 2024 championship team, second place team, or third place team. And if they're anything like me, they do not want me on their team. IMA has had success over the last 2 years, hitting its target goal both times. They even donated a substantial amount to the Kids Sports Organization for hosting their event. Reporting for Oregon News, I'm Michael Gonzalez.
There is more to the University of Oregon bells than meets the ear. Stay tuned to uncover the story behind these mysterious chimes with Joel Liberté. We'll be right back after this break.
There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children. She didn't know what to do.
Did you have a good day at school?
She gave them some broth without any bread.
There you go.
And kissed them all soundly.
Night night. Good night.
And put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org.
Veterans, when you're struggling, soon becomes later, becomes someday, becomes when. Don't wait. Reach out.
Find resources at va.gov/reach.
It's something about having that piece of paper. Some people think that's worth more than my skills.
I've run this place for 20 years, but I still need to prove that I'm more than what you see on paper.
You just gotta be so good they can't ignore you.
It's the way my mind works. I have a very mechanical brain.
Analytics and empathy. That's how I've gained clients.
I am more.
I'm more
than who I am on paper.
You're American, and then you come home and you're Honduran.
Totally relate to that. Like, it's like double personality kind of thing.
The University of Oregon bells chime at the top of each hour and half. We've all heard them, but they might not be as authentic as you think.
You've likely heard these bells if you've ever visited the University of Oregon's campus, but did you know they're not actually bells?
No way. Are you serious?
I did not know that, no.
What are they then?
The bells that you hear on UO's campus are an electronic unit that plays pre-programmed songs from memory chips and microprocessors. The unit is fully automated and runs with no personal attendance. I'm here at the University of Oregon School of Music, where the bell toll was originally recorded almost 30 years ago. The former harpsichord and organ instructor Barbara Baird is responsible for the tunes we hear every 15 minutes or so on campus. They sound something like this. She recorded the bells on a carillon bell, however, not a piano. The School of Music sadly no longer has the carillon bell. A carillon bell consists of 25 small rods housed in a cabinet that are played on a keyboard-like contraption. If you visited before 1954, you might have heard the real bells, but in 1995 they were switched to the electronic system due to multiple technical failures. The system chimes every 15 minutes to mark quarter hours and plays the Oregon Fight Song at noon and 6 p.m. every day. It can also act as an emergency warning speaker to alert the surrounding community. With Oregon News, I'm Joel Liberté.
I thought they were bells this whole time.
Yeah, I know. It's not one of those things you really think about until you hear the story.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, thanks for tuning in to The Caleb Show. We'll see you next time.